Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, 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 Kal Halal Yahweh, Vashem Yahweh Shai, double honor to the apostles, a great millstone, and honor to salutations. You sincere, Akim out there laboring in his truth. Okay, this is article I was reading earlier. When I was reading it, certain scriptures was coming to mind, and the Spirit gave me, gave me the lesson. So I'm just gonna go into it, pull out some of the precepts that come to mind. We're gonna call it the Lord is preparing the nations to come against America. All right, because as we always prophesy, and at the end of the day, it's about You can't say it enough, man. It's all about the Lord's prophecy, man. That's why the Lord set up his prophets in these last days to prophesy what? Of the end time. All right. And not just to sit there and prophesy and change up and do your own. No, you're not supposed to do your own thing. You got to stick to the script, man. Stick to the script, you see? Like King David said, he prayed to the Most High to keep his mind fixed on his word. You don't want to, go into your own thing or your own understanding like you see all these other Israelite groups doing, which will be a shame in the end, at the end of all of this, because this is a real thing. All right. As you see the headline here, this is from Reuters, right? It says China offers Africa $51 billion in fresh funding, promises 1 million jobs. So why do you think they have so much interest? Well, one, there's resources and everything. Because remember that, why you think these devils is over there, occupying certain parts of so-called Africa? I mean, throughout the world for that matter, but just right now dealing with this article over there in Africa. All right, it's more than just the diamonds and the mine. It's all kind of, they get all kind of stuff. They get cocoa from there. They get, different precious metals and, all kind of different things they get from their crops, food in certain areas, so basically what the Lord is doing and America, see these other nations, they're looking past America. Only people that believes that America's gonna be here forever is just people in America. Only people that believe that America's gonna still be the richest, the superpower forever is just people that's here in America for the most part. Okay, because these other nations all around the world, which they think that they're gonna be the next ones to step in, but in other words, they see it that these devils are slipping, man. Like that they're ready for the taking. That's why, now, which the Most High set them up. Like the scriptures say, let the weak say I'm strong, right? Matter of fact, let me get that real quick before I go there. Let me see. I think it's in the book of Joel 3. Well, this is one of them, right? This is Joel 3 and 9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, speaking about the actual other nations. Because remember, you got to clarify when you read in the Bible, you got to have, if the Spirit of the Lord is working with you, you understand what it's talking about. But you got to make mention of who it's talking about, because sometimes when you see the word Gentiles, because you got to remember, we're not speaking or teaching from the Hebrew and everything. So through the translations, you have to break things down properly, going into the meaning of words, etymology and everything, which Gentile means foreigner. Right, but this the Lord said, proclaim ye this among the actual Gentiles, these other nations, such as China, Iran, Libya, Russia, right? These different nations, right? Says, prepare war. Okay, and this didn't happen yet. Or else there wouldn't be no more. Everything would be done. All right. So again, showing you that the old. Oh man, I just see is 144. That's a spirit too. It's 144, which is a spiritual number. Is always a good thing to see, spiritual and positive numbers, because the Most High, he created the numbers, you know what I'm saying? So everything, the Most High, everything has a purpose. That's why you see Esau trying to, try to break down, the codify the Bible and break it. But they still can't get it, even though the scriptures tell you they are wiser than Daniel, but they nowhere near wiser than the Most High. They still ain't scratched the surface with all that they know, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, reading on, it says, prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. The mighty men is what? The military of these other nations. Because whereas one time, they were all defeated, you ain't never had China been able to sit there and talk as much shit as they're doing right now. Okay, over there in North Korea, they do what the fuck they want to do over there. Okay, I think, what's this devil's name? Kim Jong-il? It was what, a major flood over there or some shit like that? He executed I don't know the exact number. I forget. I don't know if it was 400 or whatever. People that, they hold them motherfuckers accountable for shit, man. People that were supposed to been prepared. You see, so they're way sharp. These other nations are way sharper in getting ready for war. And whereas you got the United States and America, everybody's fucking sleep, man. Still sleep. Everybody's sleep. People out here, only thing they care about is a goddamn social media. This is done turned into a goddamn big cartoon network society, man. All right? A social media cartoon network society, man. All right? This is the fucking, the Simpsons in living color, man. You see all these Bart Simpsons around here and Homer Simpsons, man. These little fucking, people are just so stupid here, man, And they're supposed to be stupid because the Most High gave Esau that power to do so, man. Especially here in Babylon. I mean, is it not, when you look in the Bible, America is referred to as Babylon. Babylon means confusion. And then it's also called Babylon the Great. So there's a great amount of confusion here. And people, even though most people don't really watch the news or pay attention to what's going on, people rather, ignorance is bliss with the majority of these people. So that's why it says the day of the Lord should come as a thief in the night. These people are not ready, man. And that's why Esau is able to shove everything down your throat. That's why this is the most degenerate generation ever, man. Okay, and especially amongst our people, man. Esau is sitting there scientifically, genetically, then they wipe you out, man. Mentally, okay, because you're empty. You're just a bunch of, and they taking whatever they could take from your soul with these, these jabby jabs that they throwing down there, lacing you up for the what? For the big hit, okay, the big hit, that big charagma. They're gonna pop that shit right up in you. You see, because you're not paying attention. But meanwhile, these other nations, and why else would, again, going back to the article, why else would China be interested in putting $51 billion into, because there's an old saying that's what? Money talks. So they're showing them, and what they're doing is what? It's warfare. It's mental warfare. Okay? They gathering as many people that got issues. You think the so-called Africans don't have issues? Matter of fact, I don't know if I got the article, because remember what happened with Libya. There's an article where they still fucking pissed off. All right, and matter of fact, and Libya is in the prophecy. Okay, because I'm gonna see if I got it in here. I think I got it. Yep. Okay, yeah, this one's from not Reuters, RT News, right? So it said 13 years ago, a NATO operation killed African civilians. Will the bloc ever be held responsible? The U.S.-led bloc still, so that bloc is talking about the beast, NATO, right? But being led by who? The United States, which we've been telling you that they've been the figurehead for the longest. So this is over there in Libya, right? And they said after 13 years, they still deny killing innocent people because that's all that's been happening. Just like what's happening over there in the Gaza Strip. You got these big nose, small hat motherfuckers sitting there talking. Basically, they talking about exterminating them people over there. All right, which is hypocritical. All right, they got more than so many goddamn excuses where everybody see that it's bullshit. You just want to wipe them people out. Well, that's these devils, man. All right, these hook-nosed motherfuckers, and the majority of them don't really even know shit. They don't know shit that's going on. All right, they just, basically they believed in all the lies they inherited, man. Okay, but now you have the leaders of them, the rabbis and all that. They know that they're not the people. They know that that's us. You see? And at the end of the day, the Lord is going to set us back up in the kingdom, not these rats, man. They're going to get exterminated. You better believe that the exterminator's coming, man. The real Terminator, okay? But it says, this August marks 13 years since the bloodiest month for Libyan civilians. And I was talking with this one Libyan chick, man. Man, she was on fire. I mean, she was surprised that I even knew some of the stuff that was going on there, and even Spirit had me point her out. I said you're from Libya, right? And she was tripping, but then she started opening it, man. She was talking about all the shit that they did over there and how fucked up, because basically the government, they got a puppet government in there now. You see? Because remember, Gaddafi was speaking against, And anytime anybody speaks against the international bankers or speak about having their own currency or have, uh, you know, unmeasurable amounts of gold, just like Saddam, you know what Esau going to do? Eventually, they're going to find a way to infiltrate and assassinate him. And that's what they did, and robbed him and killed all kind of people, just like they did. See, in the United States has a track record of these things, man. You know, that's why, man, basically, man, you niggas out there that's capping for this devil, that, you know, caping for this devil, man, the hell with you simple-minded niggas, man. You niggas that's in this Christianity, these politics, all these different movements and trying to create stuff in the community and integrate with America. Man, the hell with you niggas, man. All right? Because y'all enemies of the Lord, man. And I see why the Lord said love not the world, because this world is wicked, man. So you Israelites out there, such as the IUIC and ISUPK and all these other groups trying to buddy, that ain't gonna work, man. And you're gonna be ashamed of it, because the Most High is gonna chastise. He's gonna whoop your ass, man. He's gonna bust your ass publicly, man. That pride is not gonna go unchecked. You better believe that. And we're just here telling you what the Lord is gonna do. But you're gonna see it. The Most High gonna make these niggas feel it, man. How you gonna get in the way of his prophecy, man? You know? If anything, you'd have been better just to shut the fuck up. But you can't do that, because you set up to what? Set up to deceive people, just like this devil. All right? The Most High does things in a multifaceted way, so to speak. He set up, because the scriptures say there's many deceivers out there. All right? But one thing that's not going to be deceived is the elect. So the elect of Israel, the real Israelites, are the ones that's going to get this knowledge. So everybody talking all this shit, because we're at a point now where, you know, every so often when things get intense, right prior before something happens, everybody starts shitting on it, especially the real Israelites, the GMS in particular, okay? Because, look, man, the Spirit of the Lord been working with us, man. We ain't never been, and we standing on the position of Yahweh Shem Yahushua that this place is going to be destroyed. And yes, we're waiting for it, man. We're patiently waiting for the Lord. That's where you're going to get your reparations, man. You got you simple, which I still might do, but you got you simple-minded niggas looking for reparations from the goddamn devil, man. You know? Don't you know you won't get reparations until the Lord come back, man? And that's according to the Bible. And that's why they want to get rid of us, man. That's why they making all these laws, and they're trying to get rid of the YouTube, man. So, hey, look, man. You know, you brothers continue doing the work, you know? Doing the work, because, look, it's going to get real dark out there. And the knowledge that the Lord gave you, brothers, you know, by sitting there listening to his word from his apostles, from the bishops, elders, and on down, all the men of the Lord and great millstone, that's going to pay off, man. All the studying and praying, it's going to pay off, because once everything, there's a blackout or whatever, a lot of these people ain't going to know what to do. Even other Israelites, man. A lot of these, and trust me, we've seen it before. The apostles on down. We've seen other Israelite groups when after the year 2000, they was walking around lost, trying to figure out, hey, man, y'all had the website, because the Lord had it to where the website we had that had all, because we don't hold nothing back. We freely give it out. You see Apostle talk constantly. You don't sit there and be charging, you know? Apostle Gabar, Apostle Rakab. Imagine they be the richest people in history. All the knowledge of the Lord, because that's where the real riches is in the knowledge. All right? But we freely give it out to you, starting from our elders on down. Okay? But now it's going to come a day where they're not going to be able to, you ain't going to be able to get it. And it happened one time before when we had that website. And a lot of them Israelites, they had to swallow their pride. Hey, you got the breakdown for Cornelius, man. You got the breakdown for the Illuminati. You got the breakdown, you know? Well, yeah, the same thing. Just like with this thing with the C-Hip. Because it's going to be presented, you know, you're going to be tried. The scriptures tell you that, man. You know? So things that now, like we're speaking about with these other nations gathering together and investing in these other countries, they're building, they're fortifying themselves against America. This is all part of it, man. The pieces are moving right before your face, but you just can't see it. All right? So now excuse me. Not sure if I read that part. I'll just read this part real quick. It says, this August, excuse me, marks 13 years since the bloodiest month for the Libyan civilians in the NATO air campaign, against the legitimate, all right? That was That was their land. That was their thing. All right, not like the people that they got in now, the implants, the puppets. It said a legitimate Libyan government of the late Muammar Gaddafi. On October 20th, 2011, Gaddafi himself was killed. Yet to date, neither the military alliance nor the successive Libyan governments have acknowledged the fact that civilians, including women and children, were killed. And in most of these wars, that's always the case. All right, maybe some military men might, but it's more so the civilians and the kids, the schools, the hospitals. And then they say, oh, well, that's because they hired, which is bullshit. All right, well, what you got ground troops for? Why you don't send you? Why you wait? Why you try to sit there and bomb the shit out of them and destroy them instead of just sending? Because why? At the end of the day, they're really a bunch of punks, man. This devil, if he could push a button and make people disappear, he would. He's not gonna get engaged in no true hand-to-hand combat and see who's gonna win that. He always wants to have the advantage, man. But guess what? The Most High is flipping everything on him because the Lord said he's gonna gather these nations together, man. All right. Matter of fact, I'll come back to this. Let me get on Isaiah 13. Isaiah 13, Ezekiel 13. Isaiah 13, we're looking for. And I start the first verse. We bring the scripture out for years. We've been bringing it out. And one thing is that the scriptures never play out, man. All right. What it is the prophecies a lot and sync in time, right? So what happens is the Spirit of the Lord keeps having the prophets keep speaking and speaking and speaking and speaking until it gets to the time that the Most High said, okay, it's time for that to happen. All right. And we're at the point where one of the biggest prophecy that we're waiting for, which is the MOTB, which, that's going to definitely spearhead everything. And all these things that are being done, how the Spirit's showing me this is all leading up to that, because this is one of the big things that they want to do. Just like with that scandemic, yeah, that was a big thing. They've been planning forever to do that. And that's why there's so much literature or so much receipts on it and so-called sci-fi novels and books and everything that was written about it. It's not a coincidence. This was their plans that the Lord said in Micah, the 2nd chapter, how they be sitting there plotting. So just is the same and even more so with the MOTB, which is prophecy. So that's how you know that this thing is happening. And you see it happening. The brother Karatazar did the video, which, that brother, he did the video about Eddie Griffin, right? Eddie Griffin knowing about the MOTB and which, Jake go off on certain things. I think he might have mentioned the flat earth, but for the most part, he be right on point. And I believe he watches us. He might be a secret disciple or whatever, because for years, and that's why, I guess his career ain't go to where it was, because he always was sitting there speaking about the Lord being a black man and the white man going into slavery. He always will put it in a comedic sense, but it'd be fire, And he knows a little more than your average nigga. All right, he knows. Like the brother said, even he knows about the MOTB. So it's gonna come a point where it's gonna be a shame for you not to know about it, man. All right, and a lot of you guys that follow the IUIC, ISUBK, and all these other Israelite groups, because if you were Israelite, it tell you that in the book of Micah, the 3rd chapter, you're supposed to understand judgment, meaning the prophecies, the word of the Lord. So there's no excuse for you not to know of it. There's no excuse unless you've been what? You've been compromised. So now, all you guys that's been following behind it and all this, MHN, Most High Christ blessed, and it's such a great. Well, y'all gonna realize y'all ain't got nothing, because when you forced to have to take that hip, then you're gonna be pricked. You're gonna say, oh shit, what's great, and then you ain't gonna have nobody. Nate ain't gonna be able to be found. All you guys that you sit there and talk about wonderful, they're not gonna be able to be found. Okay, scriptures tell you that you have hirelings, man. They don't really care about, it's their thing. That's why they just give you more and more gimmicks. They're not gonna just give you the straight up truth, man. But you know what? Many go in direct. Broad is the way that leadeth into destruction, and many there be that go in direct. So now it says, lift ye up a banner, Isaiah 13:2, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the nobles. Yeah, to the leaders, to the congressmen. That's why they've been, had different senators and everything drafting up laws to try to stop the Hebrew Israelites, man. Not the Muslims. Why are you linking with the goddamn Muslims? Okay, Farrakhan. All right, and I don't care how, see, and that's what get Jake over when people say, yeah, brothers, and you brothers, we come together, man. We ain't all that old bullshit, mumbo jumbo bullshit, man. How are we gonna come together when we got different beliefs, man? So now you Israelites team up with the Muslims. So now y'all take over the white man. Then what happens, man? Now y'all start fighting because this nigga is talking about, he wanted everybody to wear bow ties and sell bean pies, and you saying, nah, we ain't doing that. Then y'all start arguing over it. You arguing over it. They said, look, you got to accept Allah, right? Come on, man. It's bull. It's madness. That's why if you're not on the same page, you're not supposed to be linking together. And if you call yourself having the truth and being an Israelite, you damn sure ain't supposed to be linking with these other. There's nothing really in common. All right? I mean, yeah, okay. So they say certain things. Okay, some of these Muslims there, they do know the white man is the devil, but at the end of the day, they still calling themselves Muslims. All right? Which X's us out. The promises was never given. And there's not a nation called Muslim anyway, or Islam. That's made up through religion. All right? Now, the so-called Arabs or the Ishmaelites, all right, which that religion was brought to them. That was for them. That was to set them up. That wasn't for our people. Islam in no way, shape, form, or fashion. So now the promises never went to Ishmael. And damn sure ain't no such thing as a person called a Muslim. I'm a Muslim. What's your nationality? I'm a Muslim. I'm Islamic. That's not it wasn't never a nation of Islam in the table of nations or in the beginning. All right, that's new made up stuff that people are still bugged. So why are you with them? At least, there's a hidden agenda, which we all believe in. We're waiting to see what it is, man. And we know it's not going to end well for y'all, man, because the Most High is not with you. The Lord ain't with that, man. All right? But anyway, reading on, it says, I have commanded my sanctified ones, right, which is the prophets, right, the teachers, the ones that the Lord made clean, which is the brothers coming back into the faith, right? I have also called my mighty ones for my anger, which is the angels. That's why you're seeing nothing but all kind of videos of angels, so-called UFOs, which are the chariots of the Lord, even them that rejoice in my highness. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms. We read that in Joel, the 3rd chapter, right? 3 and 9. A tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations. See, the Gentiles gathered together. Okay? The Lord of hosts mustereth the host of the battle, which is going to go into the missiles that the Lord is going to have these other nations shooting. And now we're reading about how Libya is still upset with, the U.S. and NATO. Well, that's why they're one of the countries when you go into, what's it, Ezekiel 38. Let's see. Where's it at? Here we go. Ezekiel 38, right? And I'll read through it real quick. The point I want is in 5. It says, "And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince," which that area, as we all know, if you know anything about anything, all right, that's the land that's called Russia right now. All right, being occupied by the modern day Russians. All right, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, right? Meaning what? You have the other Meshach and Tubal is like around Turkey and that area. All right, a little south of Russia. It said, "And prophesy against him, and say, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Behold, I am against thee, O God, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal." So all of those nations that are underneath them, Russia is the top nation over there in Europe. Okay, militarily, because that's the prophecy. All right, that's why they got mad. They were saying that they were helping the Iranians. That's why the Iranians got the amount of firepower and missiles that they got, and all these other countries. Well, this is the prophecy. It speaks about that. That's how we know that it's speaking about that. It says, "Behold, Salaki, and say, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Behold, I am against thee, O God, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal." And so the Most High is not that Putin and them guys are going to be the next people just because their missiles are going to be the missiles that they have all those missiles. No, the Lord isn't, because they're not the chosen people. The Most High is using them just like he used this devil, the so-called white man, the Americans. The Most High uses uh, the wicked as his sword, as it is written. So it says, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws. And that's why you see Russia going back to the Soviet Union ways, man. You see them, they're at odds. They're not, they basically, it's World War III breaking out. They're going back to the days of the Cold War, and even then some. Because why? The Most High putting that spirit in them. He said, I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and will bring thee forth in all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, right? And then ultimately going into what? The nuclear missiles, all the missiles. They got hypersonic, all sorts of armor, all sorts of missiles. Even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords, all right? And they got the defense systems and everything. It says Persia, Ethiopia. See, this is prophetic. This is speaking about the prophecy of today. You got the modern day Russians basically backing all of these other countries. But now let's look at the countries. Verse 5. Persia, right? Which is Iran, the Iranians. Okay? And that's why it's spiritual that they're connected with Russia. Okay? And if I remember right, I believe they're both part of the BRICS nation. And I believe China as well. So this is, if you paying attention, if you understand, you see what's happening. The play is there. These nations are being gathered together, getting ready to come up against the United States. It says Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them. All of them with shield and helmet. With, the nuclear capabilities, man. Goman and all his bands. The house of Togarmah of the North Quarters and all his bands. And many people with thee. You see? Be thou prepared, in which they are. That's why you hear Putin talking all shit. He said, look, man, you don't want, you don't want to bust that shit, Inside joke. But it said, be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. So this thing is going down beyond a shadow of a doubt. And that's the time period that we're coming into. You see? So now back there in Joel 3:9, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up, beat your plowshares into swords. Yeah, all these countries that was known for their agriculture and cropping and everything, look, bunk that. It's wartime now. Get ready for war. It says, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. You see? So that's what's happening, man. And that's why I believe, let me go back to the other article. I believe that's why you got China over here investing $51 billion into Africa. Okay? And basically what they're doing, and that's war propaganda, because there's a war going on against the United States and China. China owns the whole the United States is in debt to it. And they know that pretty much that they're actually purposely bankrupting this place, because there's not going to be nothing that they could really collect down from the United States. I mean, they own all kind of property and shit up in here, but man, once they which they are, they collapse in the dollar. They got a lot of these banks, and it's been happening in a lot of these countries. They've been getting rid of all of these banks. All right, these main banks, especially the private-owned banks, they just make it into one central banking system. That's what they've been doing, and they've been laying out. They be having seminars speaking about the digital currency system, which is basically going to be operable by the MOTB. All right, it's going to be part of that beast system. Okay, that New World Order, which that's how these devils are gonna. That's what their plans are. You see, that's what their plans are. But anyway, I'm gonna end it right here. Man. It was more stuff, but the main point, you see, these other nations, they definitely got, and that's the prophecy, man. So, hey, we're gonna see a lot of things happening in these coming months. These coming months, man, going into the winter, man. Nothing hasn't returned to the normal, the normal flow of things, since how 9/11, and then definitely since the scandemic. And they already talking. And watch, who knows? This winter everybody might be locked down again. And trust, the next lockdown is gonna be even worse. The next wave of virus, because they hitting you with, they ain't just hitting you with one virus, they hitting you with multiple viruses, man. You see? So, really the only way you're gonna survive is if the Lord is with you, man. You're really gonna have faith, which is another thing that we got persecuted for. And when you think about the things that these other demons persecute, and that's why you see why they make these personal attacks and they try to sit there and make us into some shit that they know we're not. You know what I'm saying? Because they got nothing else to do, And that's something a bitch to do. You gotta, if you dealing, and brothers who had to deal with child support and everything, they know how this go, man. I know one brother in particular, I ain't gonna mention his name, but he went through it, man. A woman went before the judge. He hates white people, right? They gonna put the nail in your coffin. He grapes little kids and all that bullshit, which is a goddamn lie, right? But that's what a bitch would do. That's what a hoe would do. That's what a hoe would do. You a hoe ass nigga, man. Look yourself in the mirror and just know that you're a fucking hoe. Sitting up there trying to put cases on prophets, men of the Lord. Are you stupid? Are you stupid, man? Do you realize you can't touch the men of the Lord, man? Okay? You got special men out here. Why you think Esau hasn't made his move, man? Okay? But, hey, they got to do the work of the devil, because during the time of Yahweh Shai, you had these same lowlifes that was sitting up there as false witnesses, basically lying, trying to get Yahweh Shai condemned. And they were trying to twist and use his words, right? Didn't you say you was going to take, trying to, and that's, come on, man, that's played out, man. But anyway, watch, you're going to see, and there's a lot more scoffers that's coming. A lot of people being simple, because a lot of people think everything's a fucking joke, right? Think it's a fucking joke, sitting up there scoffing at the prophets, the men of the Lord, which we're teaching the words of salvation, you stupid, dumb niggas out there, man. That take it for a joke. Keep taking it for a joke, man. Keep thinking, watch the scripture, Proverbs 14:12. There's a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the way of death. When the Lord brings death through your city, just like people are fucking mourning, and that's nothing. 4 people got killed at the school shooting or whatever. See, now everybody gets all serious when death come to them, but then it's a joke when we sitting up here teaching you the serious words of the Heavenly Father. So hey, the Most High gonna watch, more and more death is coming. Okay, so keep laughing. Keep laughing. I hope you laugh while you're fucking dying. Some of you gonna starve to death too. All right, because there's gonna be food shortages, and this devil been wanting. So y'all don't listen to nothing, man. And Esau got that food demon so heavy on you niggas, man. You niggas gonna fucking panic and die, man. Okay, because some of you motherfuckers can't go a half hour without eating something, man. Some of you motherfuckers are stuffing your face off through the fucking day. You fucking low lifes out there, man. But anyway, the Lord is only coming back to deliver the elect, which, I myself and the rest of the brothers that teach this glorious gospel, we're praying and hoping that we are part of the elect. That's why we constantly, teaching and doing what the Lord says, to the best of our ability, trying to push it to the next level. That's what it's about. It's about pushing his word, man. The Lord said, give him no rest. So we got to constantly keep teaching, man. Keep prophesying, man. And don't, like the scripture said, let not the incredulity. Matter of fact, let's see, can I pull that up real quick? Which I got to get another apocrypha, because this won't be acting up. But let me see if it. I was gonna close it up because of the time and stuff. But hey, the spirit's still going, so I'm gonna go with it. Yes. And this scripture hasn't came out in a little bit too, which these scriptures are speaking, man. Like we said, they're running off the pages, man. 2 Ezra 15:1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy. See? And that's what we're doing. We're commanded to do. They don't say go all over the place and pass out turkeys and flyers and pamphlets and invite them to your school and build it. It says, no, speak the words of prophecy. Now, if you ain't got the words of prophecy, we understand it. But a lot of you guys out there fronting as if you got the words of prophecy, man. All right? And the Lord is going to, basically, he's going to reveal who his men are, who his servants are. I'll tell you that in the next chapter of this book. But it said, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. You see? And it truly be the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. A lot of times we be going on one lesson, because there was some other things that I want to go into, but then the spirit just, and you let the spirit take control, because this is not our program. We're not the one that came up with these things. The Lord said this is his program, man. And we're more than happy to declare his holy prophecies and to declare his holy name. All right, that you wicked Israel, you rebellious Israelites, go out there and profane amongst the heathens, man. You rebellious Israelites out there that sit there and speak down on the name of the Lord, man. And trust, it's gonna be a reckoning for that, man. You're not gonna, no way you're gonna just sit there and make mockery of the Lord's name and lie and all this other bullshit and just get away scot-free. No, there's no way. No way. It says, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee. So that's why I said, bro, just continue in prophecy. The things that you will learn, continue in them. Being assured of whom thou hast learned them from. All right? Because why? The Spirit of the Lord was working with the apostles, through the Spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, should I say, to have the apostles come out on the YouTube and basically teach the word. That's all we did. So in turn, like the Apostle Paul told Timothy, in turn, you go teach other faithful men. That's what it is, man. Okay? And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. And that's speaking about our people, man. The 2/3. Remember, the majority of our people are going to die. All right? It's only the 144,000 and the 1/3 of the nation of Israel that's going to make it. Okay? 2/3 is going to be cut off and die, just like it says in Zechariah. All right? So, I'm gonna end it there. I mean, of course, I could read the whole chapter, but I'm gonna end it there. If the Spirit allow, I'll come back to this, because this chapter is in effect right now. But with that, I'm gonna say Kal Halal Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and Shalom to the sincere Akim. Shalom.